The U.S. Department of Labor has confirmed that the Packers Sanitation Services, a major American food safety sanitation service based in Wisconsin, allowed children as young as 13 years old to work overnight shifts and use dangerous chemicals. Some suffered minor injuries while working for the company. Benji Haya is outside the Labor Department in Washington, D.C.
13 sites across 8 states. This is evidence of widespread use of underage labour by Packers Sanitation Services following a months-long investigation by the department behind me, culminating in a series of fines costing approximately $15,000 per minor worker, the maximum possible penalty under federal law. The Department of Labor making it clear that violations of child labour laws will not be tolerated. Federal law prohibits anybody under the age of 18 from working in these meat packing facilities. The children found working for Packers were between the ages of 13 and 17 in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Kansas, Minnesota, Nebraska, Texas and Tennessee. The principal deputy administrator of the Wage and Hour Division here at the Labor Department calls it a corporate-wide failure at all levels. In a statement, she goes on to say, and I'm quoting, "These children should never have been employed in meatpacking plants, and this can only happen," she says, "when employers do not take responsibility to prevent child labour violations from occurring in the first place." Now, Packers have put out their own statement. The company says, and again I'm quoting, that it has a zero-tolerance policy for employing minors. It's also ordered a review of its hiring process. The investigation claims that Packers was made aware through its own system of the fact that some of its workers were minors, but that those flags were ignored. The Department of Labor has not clarified on the migration status of the children who were involved, but there had been some recent reports of illegal use of child workers, particularly migrants, at chicken plants and also some other factories supplying auto parts for Hyundai and Kia in the state of Alabama. Those automakers, and again I'm quoting, insist they do not condone labour law violations. Benji Haya, CGTN in Washington, D.C.